Hello, welcome to Super Radish. Welcome to another pickups video, but with a kind of specialty in mind. I've been meaning to do like a subset or something like that for a long time. I've thought about doing lots of different ones, but I think mainly because it's the thing that my kids enjoy playing with me the most, and that is arcade racing. And with their kind of rally games sort of thrown in for good measure. Some of my favourite racing games are rally, like Sega Rally, and back in the day kind of V-Rally I used to love, and you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm starting now. I've obviously got some arcade races as we stand, but I've sold a lot and, you know, lost a lot, and it's really time to build that collection up. And I'm not going to concentrate on one platform. I say concentrate, I'm going to have a couple of platforms I'm going to do it for, but overall I just want to have an absolute ton of arcade races and rally games and potentially just racing games in general. I find them that they're just so easy to play. I kind of get easily sidetracked by stuff, but this one I'm going to stick with, and I'm going to get an absolute bucket load of I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing this for. It could be years. I will collect other games as well, but I am now starting to learn to be more focused on stuff that I want and stuff I want to play. And I think for me, I could play any racing game, no matter how old it is, and still enjoy it as much as I did back in the day. That is definitely one thing that I like about them. They're just fun. Yeah, so expect lots of videos, because best thing about collecting arcade races is, even the amazing ones, they're super cheap and you can get stuff for absolute pittance, really. Yeah, so let's get into the pickups. And yeah, apologies for the video quality. I'm using my laptop webcam. I could not be bothered and could not find my tripod thing for my camera, and that's just an arse-ache in general. And the lighting in the kitchen isn't great. It's super bright. Okay, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games here. They're all PlayStation 3, and they were stupidly cheap, and just a good way to start my collection off, I think, on this. I think what I'll do is at the end of the year I will get them all, and I'm going to try and play as many of these as I can, and the idea is to play them all eventually and see, you know, which ones I love. I know which ones I already love, but anyway, less blabbing. I will start off with Grid. And that is, I don't know how arcadey this is. I've never played a Grid game, I don't think. I may have played one of them, but yeah, no idea. This is supposed to be good, and it is complete, and that is what I'm looking for. I want everything to be complete. Anything that isn't complete is getting sent back. You know, I'm just going to get rid of it, because that's the idea, have a complete collection. And next up we have got Fuel Codemasters again. I have no idea if this is any good. It looks pretty awesome. I don't know how well you can see that. It is super looks amazing. Graphics for PlayStation 3 graphics are still good enough for me. 75 vehicles, 190 challenges, 70 career races, and a 14,000 kilometer squared arena. That sounds big. That actually sounds really good. I'm looking forward to giving that a whirl. Maybe I'll get it for PC as well. Maybe I'll do some recording of me playing that one. Be easier than the PS3. And next up, a classic I certainly have played, and that is MotorStorm. And I believe this was a launch title for the PlayStation 3, and it is one of the first games I played for the PlayStation 3, and a game I enjoyed very much. A very cool, and again, complete racing game. Did I show I can't remember if I showed if yeah, Fuel is also complete, and that was the general idea. And I'm pretty unorganized, so I won't check before I actually do the videos. Next up we have got Colin McRae Dirt. I've always loved Colin McRae. I think my favorite one, the one that I played lots of, was Colin McRae, I think is it 2.0 or 2. I loved that. So yeah, I think they're still making great Colin McRae games, so I'll have to get those as well. Yeah, complete. And I think, to be honest with you, I did have a quick look at the discs. They're all in great bloody condition. I don't normally have that much luck. Because I live in the arse end of nowhere, where you can't really go out and buy stuff, and charity shops don't have the games. And this is probably the least. This is a bit of shoddy quality. I think it'll need at least a box upgrade, and that is Need for Speed Shift. I do like Need for Speed. One of my favourite racing games of all time is actually Need for Speed Underground. I was going to say Underground. That was so awesome. I absolutely loved upgrading my car in that. I thought it was just, that is for me how I want my racing games to be, but I don't think this is anything like it. This maybe looks a bit more serious. I don't know. Again, I need to play these games. I missed out so many races over the last few years because I've just been focusing on other stuff, and now I've got a chance to go back through all of these, and most of them you can get a good idea of what they are without investing a huge amount of time. And then last but not least, and again I have played this game and I know I love this game, and that is Ridge Racer 7. What an awesome game. I love Ridge Racer. I love the style of it. I love the controls. I love the drifting and stuff, and it's just my cup of tea. There we are, that's better. And yeah, I would like to have, not saying I will, it might be too difficult. I would love to have a complete Ridge Racer set, and maybe along with Burnout. Burnout is another favourite series of mine, and yeah, maybe I will do that. But yeah, you will see probably at least a video every month of games that are coming through post for me, because they are, yeah, literally it's like I'm buying all sorts of platforms, and I'm rebuying some games that I have sold which I never wish I did, and I'm getting those back. But yeah, that's it guys. If you've got any particular racing, particularly arcade racing games that you'd recommend, let me know. Might be a way for me to find games I wouldn't think of otherwise. I watched Glenn Galloway's gaming. Glenn Galloway. He showed one of his top 10s was Drive to Destruction, I think it was called. So that is definitely on my list already. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Stay awesome. Bye.